Jacksonville State to the left. North Alabama controls the tip. With that, let's meet our starting lineups, brought to you by North Alabama Online. So how do you counter without KJ Johnson in the game? The true freshman, Jakaree Lane, who had the take right there.
Now that guy right there, he must have an earpiece in. Right place, right time, right? And he comes in there, drives to the lane. Fantastic freshman. You're going to see a lot of him tonight.
For Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks. Damian Forrest a block to open up. It's the big fella, Morosh Zelisnek, playing in his 133rd career game for the Gamecocks, a program record. Shot clock at 7, stepping through the lane. It's Marcellus Brigham Jr. Each team gets some points in the paint to open up. Your niece's pieces to success for North Alabama this evening.
Well, you look at the Lions, and coming in here tonight, they have to do the staple of a Tony Poolhole basketball team, rebound and defend Jacksonville State really well. Jacksonville State uses a lot of ball screens. North Alabama will have to defend there, and then finish in the paint. They had trouble with that the other night against Kennesaw State. They've got to finish these easy looks in the basket. Right here's a good example.
Damian Forrest misses inside. Rebound.
One that Jacksonville State wants to come in here and upset the apple cart. They've got to value each possession. Take care of the basketball. They cannot afford to turn the basketball over tonight. And then we talked about the three-point shooting. They've really got to defend the perimeter, especially against Daniel Ortiz. He loves to shoot it from outside. The perimeter defense will be huge for Jack State tonight.
Demaree King, a career-high 35 points in the win over Central Arkansas. Zelly's called for the foul, the illegal screen. The Gamecocks knocked down 19 threes, and in the process of that big win, they eliminated Central Arkansas from making the tournament. Tonight, they could potentially keep North Alabama from earning a home game. 128 scenarios, so much could happen tonight.
Jack State, we talked about it. This is a rivalry game. These two teams do not like each other.
Oh, watch out. Purdue, Dallas Howell, a nice recovery. Juwan Purdue kind of got tied up there. And now Howell, the three, he buries it.
I love how Dallas Howell fakes the pass off to the left, gets the defender off of him, and then just drains it. Really good-looking shooter.
He's got the Phantom of the Opera mask on. He had 8 points to go with 8 rebounds against Kennesaw State the other night. Brigham Jr. gets inside. He gets the roll. Counted down 1.
Tries to play that same game.
Marcellus Brigham Jr. completes the N1 to tie the game up. In the loss to Kennesaw State, North Alabama was already playing shorthanded without KJ Johnson. Will Susie missed most of the first half in foul trouble. Damian Forrest battled the game in foul trouble. It's two of UNA's top 3 rebounders. Ultimately led to a big hole. The freshman Jakaree Lane a little too strong. Potter the board. Opportunity for the Gamecocks to grab the lead. King, he's so shifty. A high floater. Howell can't save.
Mismatch there. Demaree King in at 6 foot. Damian Forrest at 6'9". Had to get that one really high above.
Oh, off the inbounds. Beautifully executed. Skylar Potter finishes it off. And the Gamecocks grab the road lead.
Now that inbounds play is all about moving without the basketball, and Jack State does a great job of that.
Jakaree Lane, the top freshman scorer in the ASUN. He's hoping to wrap up an ASUN Freshman of the Year season. Feeds off to Ortiz. Tumbles. Forrest gets it back. He goes back to work inside, and he misses. Great defense from Zelly again.
And that's 2 looks that Damian Forrest has had point-blank range. North Alabama to have success tonight, he's got to finish those.
King from the loco. Goodness gracious.
I mean, 40% three-point shooter. How do you defend that? You get a hand up, and he can still knock it down.
That was Steph Curry range.
Yeah.
Gamecocks doubling up the Lions as Will Susie gets a calm answer off the block.
That's a good finish right there. North Alabama needed that in the paint. Points in the paint tonight are going to be critical.
Demaree King. 22 threes made, entering this one over his last 4, and he's feeling it early on in the bank.
I'm telling you, how do you design a defense to stop that? North Alabama's had a hand in his face every single time.
He's chasing some records. Dallas Howell, he answers with a hand in his face.
Dallas Howell can make him too. This is going to be one of those nights. I don't know what the final score is going to be, but I think it's probably going to be high scoring.
So Demaree King's got 98 threes on the season now. 226 in his career. He's 3 away from tying the Division I record at Jack State. Here we go. Oh, it's a shootout.
My goodness.
Marcellus Brigham Jr. gets in on it.
Well, we told you in the open they hit 19 in their last time out. And I think they've got eyes on that mark. They're going to keep shooting them.
The flip side of that, North Alabama's knocked down 34 threes in the last 3 played. Jacksonville State, 3 of 4 to open up. North Alabama, 2 of these Gamecocks. And Jacksonville State's trying to play spoiler. 3 scenarios for North Alabama that have the Lions in the 4, 5, 6 seed as Purdue misses on the lob. But they need to win to have any shot at the 4 seed. Jacksonville State would love to prevent that. Ortiz, the step back, that's an offensive foul.
Yeah, Ortiz pushed off with the offhand there. And the official right on top of it. You'll see it here on your screen. As he drives to the lane, there's the push off right there. And the official on the baseline right on top of it.
Demaree King's got 2 threes. Marcellus Brigham Jr., he's got 8 points. He's a perfect 3 of 3 from the floor. Purdue loses it on the drive in. Dallas Howell strips it. The 2 players go to the floor. Looks like a foul call against the Gamecocks that goes against Jawan Purdue.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's a tough scramble right there. You're trying to make a play. You're trying to rip the ball away. And then you see Purdue just fall on top of him. That's going to be a foul every single time.
North Alabama enters this one tied with Lipscomb for 5th place in the conference standings. North Alabama's keeping an eye on EKU and Lipscomb. I'm not going to try to break down all the scenarios, but those 3 teams, their postseason seeding hinge on one another. Will Susi swatted away. He tried to adjust. Gamecocks in transition. Watch out. There goes Marcellus Brigham Jr.
Gamecocks have been really good in transition. The games I've watched them this year, they like to get out and run. Now, they'll stop and pull up the threes we've already seen, but they're good around the rim, too.
Jakari Lane creates separation, and he's got a beautiful jumper.
How much fun is he going to be to watch for these North Alabama fans over the next few years? Just a remarkable player as a freshman, and already one of the better players on this team.
King, the pull-up again, that time a high miss from that bench unit.
Yeah, they do. They didn't get that the other night against Kennesaw State. They played okay at times, but not consistently well. But in a game like this where points are at a premium and everybody's going to be lighting it up, you've got to get a little production from your bench.
Jakari Lane, he's got 4 points. Top freshman scorer in the ASUN misses. Damian Forrest somehow gets the offensive rebound. And Gomezi, he battles and he gets it back for the Gamecocks. There's the drive in from Marcellus Brigham Jr. He draws.
And if Demaree King is not lighting it up, I expect Jack State to really pound it in the paint tonight.
Gamecocks take the 8-point road lead, a blistering start for Jacksonville State. Now a little swap to a zone.
Trying to give North Alabama a couple different looks. They'll do that. They'll switch up defenses.
D'Italian Brown, he tries to bust the zone. He swishes it in.
And that's the bench production that you're talking about right there. North Alabama needs that tonight. You can get 5, 6, 7, 8 points out of your bench for 3 or 4 different players. You got to feel good about that.
D'Italian Brown didn't have an offensive field goal the other night. He finished 0 of 6 from the field. Gets hot early on. There's 2 more points inside for Marcellus Brigham Jr. God, he's got 14 points already. Egbowsi inside. Look at him spinning and adjusting. That's a tight finish.
And those shots are going to be key tonight. North Alabama has to finish. They're going to take their looks from outside. Don't get me wrong, but inside is where North Alabama has really got to make their hay tonight.
Gamecocks 61% from the field. Monzie Jackson, he misses inside. Rebound deflected out to Egbowsi, and the big fella runs the break. And he loses it. Demaree King takes it away. King has numbers up ahead to Brigham Jr. We get a little swap of turnovers. Daniel Ortiz has not attempted a field goal in the first 8 minutes of this ball game. It's North Alabama's leading scorer, and there's Igboussi again with the circus finish.
He's going to be huge tonight for North Alabama. They've struggled so far getting Forrest going a little bit, so Igbossi's going to be huge tonight for North Alabama, and I like the aggressiveness that he has come out and playing with so far.
Down 8, North Alabama's trimmed it down to 3. Mismatch inside, Igboussi comes over. Ramonze Ngomezi at the line.
Something that flew in front of him. Swatted it out of there.
He's not rattled by it.
No, he was not.
He'll get a breather. Marosh Zelly-Snack checks back in. You see the colorful colors in the North Alabama student section. They called it Neon Night in the Vault. Brian East, you got your neon tile.
I do. I saw that, and I thought, you know what, I want to get in a little fun, too. I like some neon.
5-point advantage, North Alabama goes to work. The Lions are 3 of 3 from downtown. Jakari Lane, the flip, missed everything. Here comes Skylar Potter with it. Deep 3 from King, Demaree King. Oh my!
I mean, that's from the logo. Again, I say, I don't know how you defend that. I mean, you shouldn't have to.
Gamecocks back up 8 after North Alabama trimmed it to 3, and that time Damian Forrest gets it to go off the window.
And he wanted the and one. That's key right there for North Alabama. The first couple of possessions that Damian Forrest had tonight, they didn't go his way, and he honestly just didn't look comfortable with the basketball. Got that one to go, one of the and one, but that's a big basket.
Here's Skylar Potter for 3. Susie deflects the rebound. Halfway through this first half, Gamecocks in control by 6. Susie has the mismatch, has to kick out. D'Italian Brown has that one hop in and out. Demaree King has hit 99 threes on this season now. 3 in this one. Watch out, he's in range right now.
He is, yes.
There he goes. Just missed on number 100. The rebound, the deep heave. Monzie Jackson misses. Rare misses from 3 in this one.
Hey, the one thing you got to realize defensively is long shots mean long rebounds. North Alabama has got to pull those.
D'Italian Brown finds it again from the corner.
I don't know what the record is for most threes made in a college basketball game, but something would tell me we're on pace to hit it.
And we've got 8 combined in the first 11 minutes. 4 from each. Brigham Jr. spins inside. Will Susie got his arms up. They say he committed the foot.
He's going to be open a little bit more, so see if Jacksonville State takes a few chances down low as well here.
To back up your point, Owen Nelson checks in for the first time. Gamecocks perfect from the free throw line. Marcellus Brigham Jr., he's got 16 points now in this opening half. He's coming off his first career double against UCA with 18 and 10. Jakari Lane misses inside. Zelly cleans it up. 4 threes for the Gamecocks, 50% from the field. Here's another three-pointer, and that's another perfect swish in. Marcellus Brigham Jr.'s up to 19 first-half points.
I mean, these threes aren't rattling in. They aren't bouncing around on the rim. They're straight in. I mean, really good-looking shots.
Dallas Howell, he answers.
He's got to.
Daddy. With Alabama, 2 national championships at the D2 level. Jacksonville State 1. Brian, you hear the stories, and then you see the crowd. There's a lot of buzz for this matchup.
It is. These two teams We know they've met a lot of times, as you were saying, then these fans love to watch them play on the floor.
Skylar Potter, an air ball. Aiden Cool grabs the saved rebound attempt. And North Alabama goes to work down 5. North Alabama 5 of 6 from 3. Jacksonville State 5 of 11. There's Owen Nelson, the big fella. He can't get in on it.
Floor, and you see him right here battling for this loose ball. North Alabama maintains possession.
Aiden Cool, the freshman from way outside, and it's Agbousy with another offensive rebound.
He's been big for the Lions.
Owen Nelson, opposite corner. Agbousy again. This time he says, I'll do it myself, and he'll try to get it. Daraje Agbousy, you look at the numbers, 1.6 points.
See his minutes start to go up next year, and I think with a little work over the summer and in the offseason, you'll see that from him, and he'll more than likely see a lot more minutes next year.
Here we go, 4-point ball game. Gamecocks 50% from the field. It's been the Marcellus Brigham Jr. show. He's got 19. Italian Brown, he guards Demaree King. And Nelson to reach him.
On the three-point line when you might not normally guard somebody at that level. That's where the foul was committed.
King, an open look. He does it again. That's number 100 on the season.
If he's open, he's going to shoot it, and a really good chance he's going to make it. Wow, he is just a special player.
Italian Brown battles, he misses. Great defense from J.J. Platt. North Alabama's trimmed it down a few times, and the Gamecocks have had the response. King already with 4 threes. Monzie Jackson draws the foul. Gamecocks had 6 in double figures. There's the first miss from the free throw line.
North Alabama needs to answer right here. 0 of their last 4.
Ortiz has been quiet. He does not have a shot attempt. Welcome to the ball game, Daniel Ortiz.
Right on cue, and that's a big-time answer right there. North Alabama struggling a little bit offensively. We talked about him in the pregame, talked about the way that he plays the game. Such a finesse shooter. That's a big basket, not only for North Alabama, but for his confidence.
And a turnover from the Gamecocks. J.J. Platt, extra shoot around, getting extra shots up.
That's the kind of players that you love on your team. One of those guys that, I mean, you have to kick them out of the gym. You got to go somewhere else for right now. You love to have those type of players on your team, and Ortiz is one of those.
Here he goes again. Dallas Howell, too strong. And Aiden Cool battling.
You put a body on somebody, there's a chance you're going to get that call.
Earns North Alabama the second chance opportunity. Lane in trouble in the corner. Howell gets the corner. His shot's blocked by Zelli. And Forrest kicks out. Ortiz, a double hop. Oh, here he goes.
Brigham Jr. left him just for a second. He was going to go double down low inside the paint. Left Ortiz open long enough for him to get that shot up. 1-point game now.
6 threes for North Alabama, 6 for Jacksonville State. It's a 1-point ball game. Here's Brigham Jr., his game high 19. King, he steps back. Offensive rebound, Jackson loses it. Back underneath the up and under. And Damian Forrest, 15 minutes of this ball game so far. Had a couple of different 8-point advantages. But every time North Alabama
trips tonight, right now they're 8 of 9 from the free throw line, and that's really the difference in this game right now. is they've been able to get to the free throw line and get those fouls and get there and knock them down. They're now 9 of 10.
He's got the Gamecocks +4 on the scoreboard. Jackari Lane, he's a wizard underneath. Another finish.
I mean, that looks so effortless. Just glides through, flips it up. That's a freshman making that kind of move.
You talk about a guy, freshman, listed at 6 foot, let's be honest, he's 5'11", shooting at 55% from the field on the season. Strong drive in, missed by Potter. Ball still loose. This was an NCAA tournament team a season ago. This year hasn't gone how they wanted. Still playing hard. And we're going the other way. Zelli calling for the illegal. He's got 4 threes. We're going to keep a tally. He's got 5, even though one didn't count. Possession for North Alabama to try to tie it or take the lead. Howell on the drive in. Ortiz looks to create. Oh, his step back came up a little short, defended by Brigham Jr.
North Alabama had Jackari Lane on the baseline, didn't see him in time.
There's the log to Brigham Jr. underneath. He drops it. Try to tie it.
You know, you look at these two teams right now, and just for North Alabama, for example, the shooters that are on the floor right now, Dallas Howell can drain it from anywhere on the floor. Aiden Cool the same. And then over there in the corner, sneaking around, you've got Daniel Ortiz. So many shooters. And then, oh, by the way, one of the best freshmen in the league, Jackari Lane.
Ortiz had the open look. 2.5 minutes left in this opening half. Gamecocks +2. Can they stretch it out again? Jackson cut off by Howell. Works underneath. Somehow throws it up, and look who gets it. Marcellus Brigham Jr., who's tied his season high with 21.
Well, it was about time he do something. He had scored in a while. He's been so hot tonight.
Lane tumbles. Howell left open. Final 2 minutes again. North Alabama pulls within a possession, and here go the Gamecocks.
Just kind of, it's like you keep somebody at arm's length from you. That's what Jacksonville State's doing right now to North Alabama.
King, the three-point shooter on the drive in. He's already got back-to-back single-season records for threes made. Chasing the... Misses the second. $1:40 left in the half. North Alabama leads by 5. Lane, look at the shifty crossover, the adjustment. Look at him go.
What an adjustment that was. I mean, he's taking it to the rim, looking for contact, and then all of a sudden changes up with the left hand and just kind of flips it up.
Potential A-Sun freshman of the year right there. He's got 8.
That's a big matchup right there.
And Gomez off the window, kisses it in.
6'9" against 6'9" right there. I love to watch the big guys battle underneath, trying to get position, trying to hold position.
Lane goes for more. This time he pulls up. Oh, he's feeling it.
They'll lean on him in that role to be the guy at the end of the game with the ball in his hand.
Both these teams, 6 of 13 from 3. Gamecocks lead by 3. Demaree King's got 13. Runs it down to 7 and an off-ball foul call. Skylar Potter picks it up. And now North Alabama can get the final shot of the half.
You see the illegal screen happens down low here. And North Alabama is going to get the ball back. Look for North Alabama to try to set something up with Daniel Ortiz to get a last look.
Jackari Lane's got it with 10. He's got 10 points. Ortiz, the three. He can't tie it up. And what Nice's pieces to success? How do the Lions settle in and wrap up their home finale with a win?
Now they've got to be physical with the basketball down low. You're going to get looks down low, and Damian Forrest is going to get the majority of those. He's got to finish off those looks in the second half.
Ortiz around the world. Jakari Lane, the pull-up from the elbow. And for Jacksonville State, how do they keep up this inside-outside pace in this second half?
Well, it'll be interesting to watch to see, do they continue to shoot the three like they did in the first half? You know, I would say no, because it's just hard to keep up that pace, but they are so good at it. Here's King again.
King.
Wow.
Has it again. It doesn't matter which into the court. There it is, his fifth three that ties Jacksonville State's Division I record for three-pointers made in a career. 229, congratulations to him. Forrest spins around, a misfire. And once again, North Alabama pulled within three, and the Gamecocks with an opportunity to stretch it back out. Potter's in trouble, and somehow he escapes it.
You know, the one thing now for North Alabama is here in this second half, now down 8. Each possession now from this point on out are so important. If Jacksonville State can keep up that pace of shooting the three and consistently knocking them down, North Alabama's got to answer.
Ortiz an air ball, and North Alabama's 0 of 3 to open up. The Gamecocks are 2 of 2. And a chance for JSU to grab its largest road lead. Potter, the pull-up. Zelli tips it. Here's Ortiz off and running. Ortiz attacks. Oh, that's swatted off the glass by Purdue.
That's a great job defensively by Jacksonville State, getting back on defense, altering that shot and getting a piece of it like you mentioned.
Second opportunity to grab the double-digit lead. North Alabama's now 0 of 4 to open the half. Zelli on the give and go inside. Gets it back, second time gets the bounce.
So big right there for Jacksonville State. If they can finish like that, their scoring opportunities are so dynamic now with in to out. And we talked about North Alabama. They've got to have some consistency here on offense now. They have really cooled off shooting the basketball.
Ortiz from the corner. Oh, a four-point opportunity. I watched him do that a couple of different times. 4-point play.
Huge. Big, 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 big possession right there for North Alabama. Now you've got to translate that big possession there into a defensive stop here.
King, wild pass. Watch out, the Gamecocks turn it over.
North Alabama to 40%, but they can get back in that 50% range really quickly.
This is the 5th time in the last 6 games played the Gamecocks have had a lead of 10 or more. They've gone 2 and 3 in the previous 5. North Alabama's trying to make a comeback. Jakari Lane, a misfire inside. They've been fortunate to call the majority of North Alabama's games this season. I'm still not convinced Jakari Lane is a true.
Certainly does not say he's a freshman. The card does, but that's about where the freshman part ends for him.
The sign says stay in your lane, but no one can keep him in his lane. I think that's the key right there.
That keeping him in that lane is the challenge.
Down 10, North Alabama's cut it in half. A career high for Marcellus Brigham Jr. He's fouled on the drive in.
Yeah, that's where Jack State needs to go. They need a big basket, and they're going to find number 4. 21 points. Benny 7 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 2 from three-point range, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Why not put it in his hands when you need a big basket?
Coach Harper's not happy. He felt like that was on the shot, not the drive in.
He's got a pretty good argument.
Gamecocks will inbound. King gets it back from the corner. Purdue battling underneath. There's his hustle with the putback.
Second chance looks are so important.
Leads back out to 6. Howell, 9 first-half points. Juwan Purdue about leaped over the rim to grab that one. Purdue hesitates, and he's fouled. Purdue's enjoyed a breakout year, doubling up his season career averages, rather.
And he's done that all year, and it's been a big help for the Gamecocks.
Misses the second. 7-point lead, 4 minutes into this second half. Will Susie back in. He adjusts on the floater. There's a knife through for Will Susie.
Will Susie, a little bit of foul trouble in the first half. If North Alabama can get him going, things could change quickly.
We get the Susie spin. That was the Susie slice.
Yes.
Here come the Gamecocks. Brigham Jr., career high 21. He's tied it. Looking for a new career high. He won't get it that time. D'Italian Brown running. Will Susie sprinting, but he missed the layup.
A little bit out of control there.
5 minutes into this second half. Gamecocks +5. A deflection inside. Zelli takes a tumble. A foul call against North Alabama.
A 5-yarder.
Early movement. Might have been drawn off sides.
True.
King and Zelli, two-man game. The veteran Zelli missed off the window, and Juwan Purdue gets it back. Brigham Jr. misses. And now we get a foul call against the Gamecocks.
You know, you made a great point earlier about Jacksonville State. This game's been pretty close throughout. Jack State had a 10, 11-point lead earlier. North Alabama battled back.
D'Italian Brown threads the needle to Daniel Ortiz. Wow.
But Jack State has been able to keep them. Really at this point right here, a 3-point, 5-point game. North Alabama has not been able to get over that hump. They've got to get stops here and get over that hump to have any chance here tonight.
See if we follow the script. Purdue with the mismatch. The smaller Ortiz, the jump hook. There's the tip in. Another second chance opportunity, and it's Marcellus Brigham Jr. setting a new career high with 23. There you go again. Lane hesitates, stepped on the baseline.
And Jacksonville State able to just keep North Alabama a little bit at arm's length away like we mentioned. That's been the recipe to success. That, and you throw in the free throw line discrepancy. 11 of 14, North Alabama 4 of 5. There's your difference.
King's been quiet in the second half. Potter deep three. There go the Gamecocks again.
8th 3 of the night for JSU.
Lane gets back inside. Will Susie from the corner. He can't answer. And just after North Alabama trimmed it, the Gamecocks can stretch it back out to double digits.
That's what we talked about. JSU just continues to make big shot. They'll get a stop here, come back down here, knock down a three, get a three-point play, get a big basket inside. That's been the way they've built this lead all night tonight.
8 threes in the ball game. Jackson in trouble in the corner with 4. Deep heave from Potter, and North Alabama gets the defensive stand.
Well, had King shot that, it would have went in.
8-point lead for the Gamecocks. North Alabama's just 3 of 10 in this second half. Ortiz from straight away, a perfect swish in.
His third 3 of the night, and it's a big one. Brings them back to within 5. And this 3-4 minute stretch right here has been how this whole game has gone tonight.
Potter gets baseline for the answer.
That's it. That's the answer that they've continued to have all night.
7-point lead yet again. 8 threes from each team. Lane, floater. There he goes again.
Freshman. That's all you need to say. My goodness.
Lane and Ortiz have 14 apiece. They've scored 28 on North Alabama's 54 points. And a wild pass from Potter. Throws it into the court side.
See, they're almost 20 points, and Jakari Lane is a freshman averaging 17 points. Two special players going to have great careers here at North Alabama.
One was a unanimous all-freshman selection last year, had a strong case for freshman of the year. Jakari Lane will probably win it this year. There he is, inside again, give him 16.
He can score anywhere on the floor. He can slide it up from outside. Don't sleep on his range, but he loves the mid-range game and driving into the lane. Special player.
What's he, 18, 19 years old, and that was a grown man drive there.
Yeah.
Career high from Brigham Jr. His three ball well off the mark. This hump.
Heat check right there from Brigham Jr. Didn't go his way. North Alabama, they need to answer here.
Ortiz calling for it. The no-look dump off to Will Susie, and it's a one-point ball game.
That's great ball movement and great eye vision right there from Ortiz to see Susie pop open on the baseline, and then great job by Susie to finish that off.
What was once a 10-point advantage is down to 1. And that woke up the bank. King off the backdoor feed. What a throw in from Monzie Jackson.
Pushes it back out to that 3-point lead. That's where we were at halftime.
Lane loses the handle. Jackson again. Three-fourths of the way through this one. Jackson on the pull-up. Offensive rebound. Brigham Jr. misses it.
They don't miss those second chance opportunities a lot. That's a big miss right there. Leaves it a 3-point game.
Lane has the mismatch with the big. But the freshman gets inside and he draws the foul. Against Demaree, throw line.
Slide it up from downtown. He's not a three-point specialist by any means, but he's got that kind of range too.
I feel like the assist is very undervalued in basketball. I mean, that's 24 points at minimum. He's been a part of 25 after the second free throw. And this crowd's into it. Ortiz diving around. Purdue draws the foul.
There on Dallas Howell.
Howell has 3. 4 other Lions. Here's one more from Purdue. 2 big makes. And the Gamecocks just keeping North Alabama off the lead.
Keeping them just far enough away.
Lane's up to 18. Dallas Howell for the tie. Oh, it rims around. Agbowski nearly got it back. It's been a team that's rallied around the student section during this run. Gamecocks lead by 3.
That student section has made a difference.
Lane took a tumble. King the step back. There he goes, counted at 1. He completes the 4-point play.
And Jack State again on a little run. I mean, this is just a perfect picture of how this game has gone tonight.
It's the second or third 4-point play we've had.
Yeah.
But you get two teams that have combined for 17 threes. Leads out to 7. Jakari Lane through the lane. He heads to the free throw. Tony Poolhole has loved the championship. Brian, that's your neck of the woods. That Huntsville high school basketball scene, it's the real deal.
It is, I won't call it the best in the state, but it's pretty close. And that, it's not only men's basketball, it's women's basketball over there too. You've got Hazel Green High School as women's side goes that continues to win, but golly, the basketball in that area, you're right, it is so special.
King the lob! Purdue goodness!
Big man throwing it down.
Wow. Ortiz gets inside. There's his flip in.
That's a big answer. North Alabama needed something right there. Jack State, honestly, Ben had that defended about as good as they could. He just created off of the dribble.
We got a timeout, the next dead ball. 5-point ball game. King, 6 threes. Howell defending. King, no way!
My goodness. I mean, jaws are dropped in this arena with that kind of shooting performance.
His 7th three. Ortiz well off the mark on the response.
A little force there, wanted to try to answer.
Wouldn't you know it, Brian? Jacksonville State's got another shot at the 10-point lead.
Yeah. And the way it's gone, expect a North Alabama run.
Watch out, Demaree King might pull it from there. He does. Zelli the rebound. Howell takes it away. Lane steps back. High miss from the freshman. Potter the board. Tell you what, we've sprinted past the under 8. Gamecocks with another chance to grab that double-digit advantage.
King right now feeling it. He's calling for the basketball. There he is.
There's the turnover. Ortiz in the lanes. Lane sprinting. Will Susi lines up the 3. Buries it. My calculations, anywhere from the 4, 5, or 6. A loss probably puts you in the 6th spot, but you don't know what else can happen. All right, Brian, it's been the same story.
Back and forth. This right here is part of it.
King, a rare miss. Brigham Jr. the punch out, and the Gamecocks with their 12th offensive rebound.
Second chance looks have been huge tonight.
Zelli had the mismatch with Ortiz on him.
And then North Alabama puts a swing together. They get to within 2 or 3, and here we are at 5. It's been that same song and dance all night long.
Ball loose. Brigham Jr. lost it. And Jacksonville State gets it back. It's like this. Forrest throws it off of Lane. Here's Purdue. He's had so many hustle plays. He'll head to the free throw line. Dallas Howell's on the bench with 4. Susi and Forrest each with 3. Purdue knocks down a pair to stretch it back out to 7.
Big free throws right there.
Ortiz around the world. The drive in, misses off the window. Tony Poole wanted the foul call. Demaree King sprints inside, and he goes high off the glass.
How about holding the basketball way out from your body, then using your body as a shield and then throwing it as high off the glass as you can possibly get it. And here we are again, 9-point game.
Jakari Lane pulls up from the elbow. That's almost automatic from the freshman.
Yeah. Yes, it is. That is 100% in his range.
Jacksonville State, the road advantage. King took an errant shot to the face. We get a
team box out. No second chance opportunities here.
Front end connected on by Alabama 26. 10 threes for the Gamecocks, 9 for North Alabama. Biggest discrepancy, the Gamecocks now 18 of 21 from the free throw line, while North Alabama's 8 of 9.
And North Alabama needs to answer here.
Ortiz, a wide open look, but he couldn't knock it down. Under 4 to play. Gamecocks can grab their largest lead right here.
And you look at the offense here for JSU. They're not going to be in any hurry at all. Up 9 right now. And any kind of miss, North Alabama has to get the rebound.
3-ball missed by Potter. And Jeremy, I'm appreciative of them. And here we go, Brian, the finish. 3:29 to go. 9-point ball game. North Alabama's got to go.
They got to answer here. There's no doubt about it. That's the guy to do it right there.
Gamecocks defending hard.
They are. I love the defense right now being played by JSU.
Ortiz trying to leave off to Forrest, and it's a turnover. Jacksonville State's had the answer all evening long.
And the basket here goes a long way toward putting this one on ice, especially a 3.
Potter, pull up. Oh! The dagger. 11-point lead for the Gamecocks.
Big basket. And North Alabama's they've got to be in a hurry here. They've got to show that they're in some kind of hurry to make a basket and come back and get a stop.
Lane on the pull up. He's got 24. Purdue all the way in, draws the foul. He's got 10. But a team that has not let that affect the way they've closed the year. Final 2 minutes. Susi through the lane. There's the quick flip in. It's at 9. Potter races past everybody. Fouled on the way up. Alabama's 8 of 9. Lead remains at double digits with a buck 48.
North Alabama needs a quick 3.
Here's Aiden Cool, the freshman. Purdue, another rebound. His 8th. 90 seconds left. Jacksonville State seized control about midway through that opening half. And then just withstood run after run from Jacksonville State and responded each time.
Yeah,
or from North Alabama, rather.
North Alabama made runs. There's King again. Missed one. But North Alabama made runs, and Jack State answered them every single time.
Ortiz needs a quick 3. A rainbow shot. KJ Johnson went through shoot-arounds. They decided to hold him out again. They're hopeful to have him back for the tournament. Ortiz fouls King.
Breathe out of one nostril right now.
Took an errant elbow. I don't know if it was an elbow. He took a shot to the... Two more free throws. He's got 29. Final minute. North Alabama's down 9. Ortiz navigates inside. He draws the foul.
Puzzle to this team, but they have played their hearts out these 2 games and tried to make up for what.
They combined for 46 in the loss to Kennesaw. Well, they've combined for 44, now 45 against Jacksonville State. Watch out, Potter bobbles, throws a fastball to King. And North Alabama fouls Marcellus Brigham Jr. against UCA. Follows that up with a career high, now 24 against North Alabama. The 5th-year senior playing in his final game in a Gamecock uniform. No Jack State players played in more at the Division I level. Ortiz, there's some more.
2-possession game.
Watch out, the Lions aren't done. Potter's fouled.
30 tonight for JSU.
In the 30th. 30 seconds left. We'll round up. It's an 8-point ball game. North Alabama needs quick offense. Daniel Ortiz misses. Purdue grabs his 9th. The Gamecocks have led for 37 minutes in this one. Free throw in